When Epic Universe opened in 2025, one of the lands was Dark Universe, a crossover of Universal's classic monsters. Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, just to name a few. However, this wasn't the first attempt in recent years to bring all of these characters together. The first effort was a shared cinematic universe, coming on the back of the MCU. You've probably heard of the 2017 film The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe. This was planned to be the beginning of a reimagining of the Universal Monsters movies of the 1910s to 1950s. Other major actors had signed on too. Crowe was due to play Dr. Jekyll and his evil counterpart Mr. Hyde, whilst Javier Bardem was due to play Frankenstein's monster, and Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man. However, even the beginnings were poor. Dracula Untold with Luke Evans was originally due to be the first film released, with the ending of the film setting Dracula into the modern day, positioning him to join the other monsters in a present-day setting. However, the film fared badly, and it was subsequently decided that the official start of the series would be The Mummy. We had a logo, a website, a trailer, and a slate of films announced, and it was quite a extensive list. Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Van Helsing, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and an untitled film centred around the Dracula character Mina Harker. Even Marvel, as far as I'm aware, never announced so many movies in one go, and some of these even got release dates. Bride of Frankenstein, for example, was due for a February 14th, 2019 release. A perfect Valentine's Day date there. However, in January 2018, it was announced that a new approach would be taken to Universal Monsters going forward on the back of the less than successful Mummy and Dracula Untold, with Universal abandoning the plans for a shared cinematic universe, instead focusing on standalone adaptations of the monsters, which subsequently gave us 2020's The Invisible Man, 2023's Renfield, and 2025's Wolfman. Whilst we still don't know what the overall arc of these films would have been, given we only ever got The Mummy, the first instalment, there are some clues as to what we could have expected in the film and in the sequels. Dr. Jekyll is the head of Prodigium, a group that deals with supernatural threats. So it's likely that they would have become a running thread throughout the series in the same way that S.H.I.E.L.D. did with Marvel, although perhaps in a more sort of confrontational villainous role. I also suspect that there would have been sort of an Avengers-style team-up with the various monsters to fight either a greater threat or Prodigium itself. Would you have liked to have seen a cinematic monster universe? I think I would. It would have been, if it had been handled properly. With modern CGI and special effects, it really could have been something else, much like Dark Universe Epic Universe seems to be. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all next time.